bunker. Built in December of 1961 to house President Kennedy in case of a nuclear attack, when the Iron Curtain fell across Europe right after World War II, the Cold War began. Stalin died and Premier Khrushchev ascended to power. For the next 40 years, the Cold War became a deadly and world-threatening confrontation between the superpowers, the United States and USSR. At the height of the conflict, the most serious incident threatening world annihilation was the Cuban Missile Crisis. This happened during a 2-week period in October 1962. This bunker would have been used by President Kennedy had there been a launch while he was in residence at his Palm Beach winter White House.
On October 30th, 1961, Khrushchev made his next move. Breaking a promise given at the summit, he unilaterally restarted atmospheric nuclear testing.
Was it or was it not? A lot of it was, and you'd have to say most of it was. But at the end of the Soviet Union, there was so much chaos. You know, where I've been to some of those facilities, and in the old days, you'd have doors held not by a lock, but by a piece of string on one end and a piece of string.
Jim Atkins?
With a little imprint.
Hey, how you doing, man?
It was open. And so when the U.S. funded
I retired a couple of years ago. It's been over 20 years since I've talked to you. I heard you went underground.
Chaotic at that time, so some of it could have gotten out, early, let's say 15 years ago, or this could be more.
Yeah, I saw it.
You've been to Georgia, right?
Oh yeah, many times.
Okay, I'll meet you.
Is that particularly
the pirate?
Secured that
Tiki? Okay, I'll meet
some of the others. And why?
Tomorrow. Okay.
You know what the difficulty is? In Georgia, you have these. There are two.
Okay. Yeah, I'm marking it too.
There's Abkhazia, and then there is North Ossetia. Sorry, South.
Okay, I'll see you tomorrow.
Ossetia. Even I'm confused. But it's
all right.
North Ossetia,
I look forward to it.
Which is in Georgia, and I'm sorry.
Yeah, it looks pretty serious to me too.
In Georgia, and those areas, those
Jim.
areas,
Bye.
have they're really kind of black holes.
Hey, John. Good to see you.
How you doing?
All right, I want you to wear your costume, like a tourist. So
this is it, buddy.
You got to go underground more ways than one now.
I'm retired, man. What are you kidding me? 20 years.
It's been a long 20 years, Jackson.
Everything we know about this group is in this file. Take that with you, memorize it. Once you've done that, destroy it, and good luck.
Thank you. You can count on me, sir.
I have another cover. I do stand-up comedy, and so I have people have a reputation for being kind of crazy, and so people are not afraid. They don't think that a crazy person is a spy.
So listen, what are we? Why are we together? Tell me what the big secret is.
Yeah, we got to get moving on this. We got to get ourselves a place in the bunker. Otherwise, everybody's got the H-bomb now.
So James, you don't understand. I retired. I retired 20 years ago.
Hi, Special Agent John Jackson. Glad to meet you.
Agent Biaffanita, glad to meet you.
This is Inspector Jim T. Atkins.
Hi, how are you?
You don't work with me, you'll be out on the outside, and they'll bomb you, and you'll die of cancer.
I'm not going back to work, man.
So if you work with me, we'll get you a place on the ground,
Well, why don't you tell me more what you got going, buddy?
Main concerns that even if you got small amounts, you might be able to eventually sell that as.
So tell me about that.
Okay, so they built this bunker on Peanut Island because when John Kennedy was elected president, because in case of a war or an attack, he could go in that bunker and be safe. It was underground. He could run the government. They had all kind of phone lines. Connections.
I was a kid, because that was when Russia was dealing with Cuba and all that. They're not going to use this bunker, is it?
No. Well, we're going to use it because we've reinforced it, so the bunker bombs can't destroy it.
I'll tell you what, Jim. I've known you a long time, and if you're not getting paid and you're that serious about this, I'm with you. I'm going to help you out, man. I'll do anything you need. Okay? I'm with you.
All right, I'll take you over the bunker in a few days. You look at things, show you the information I have. I think you'll find it very, very shocking. You'll never forget the day I take you over there.
Okay, great. Well, listen, you know I'm on your side.
All right, well, we'll take you over there next week or so.
Okay, good.
But the North defied him, testing a nuclear device this past October.
It's funny, I was just thinking about you. Guess what? Well, Jim had a heart attack. Yeah, no shit, yeah. Well, I don't know. I just walked in the hospital. I'm getting ready to head over there now. I don't know. I think they from what I heard, they didn't do a open heart. They stuck something in his penis, up into his heart.
Defends the country's uranium enrichment program and says it will move full steam ahead.
All right, Atkins, I brought you. Are you okay, man? I brought you all the stuff you asked for. You okay?
Yeah, fine.
Jesus, man, I heard that I followed the friggin' ambulance in here.
I was driving.
Dude, well, I'll tell you, I turned around and I ran over and grabbed the stuff you asked for. I don't know. I can't understand how all this is gonna help save the world, but I got the computer. I understand that part of it. Okay, I'll help you hook that up. That'll give you some.
In Lebanon through Shia Hezbollah.
Can you believe it's been 20 years? You know what I remember? What about the crab? Remember when we went undercover in the crab?
Yeah, pretty straight.
I love your music. What's your name?
Victor B.
Oh, hello. Thank you. Goodbye.
Why, did you quit the basketball team to play piano?
Okay, Tony.
You always assume the obvious. For example, you take Humpty Dumpty. You know the poem Humpty Dumpty sat on the wall? Humpty Dumpty had a great fall.
Yeah.
He didn't have a fall, he was pushed.
He was pushed.
Yeah, it was a political setup. The king's men, they were there. He'd been sitting on the wall for days. You think he'd fall off the wall? Somebody pushed him. He was dangerous to the king, so the king's men had him assassinated. They pushed him off the wall. It was easy. It looked like an accident. That's the way you do those things.
It's kind of weird.
Now, the only way to know what's going on is you've got to be there. To know what really happened, just looking, they came in, they issued a report and said he fell off the wall. That's the way the government does it. They say he fell off the wall.
Right.
Well, what happened, though, if you were one of the king's men, you would not only know he was pushed, you'd probably been part of it, or you would have helped the guy do it, maybe. You'd really know what's going on. So the point is, you've got to become the people you're trying to study. You've got to infiltrate. You can't wear clothes like that. See, one reason I'm so effective is that they think I'm a retired man.
Right.
They think I'm a snowbird, just retired down here wandering around. They don't notice me.
It'd be hard for me to look like a snowbird, though.
Yeah, but you could look like a guy that came down from Jersey or something, but you've got to wear different clothes. Okay, keep dunking them, Mr. Big.
See ya.
The neighborhood.
I had some other stuff for you. Oh, money. I don't know. What do you need money for in here? Oh, for the keep those nurses out.
nurses.
Okay. Yeah. Maybe pay off the doctor to let you out of here.
You know what I always say, John? Money won't buy you love, but it can buy you an awful lot of affection.
That's right. Well, that should go. That should buy you enough.
I don't think this will cover the $10,000.
One example, responding to Iran, several Sunni states are now planning nuclear programs of their own.
Hey, this, you said to bring this paper about Iraq testing the...
Iran?
Yeah, Iran, testing these weapons. Now, Mike, what you told me, okay, now tell me more about, you want me to go to Venezuela? You think the guy, what's his name, Chavez, is hooked up with this guy and they're trying to get nuclear weapons over there?
Yeah.
And I got to start...
He's building a nuclear plant over there.
Okay.
He's building with money from gas that he sells us, by the way. He owns Citgo, you know.
Yeah, I heard they're trying to I guess what happens is, I guess if we cut off their, if we quit buying their oil, then he's going to cut off all the oil, which we don't. We need that.
Yeah. A very worrisome development, but the man did not have enough uranium to make an atomic bomb.
Okay, so you want me to go meet this guy? Okay, and now when I go to Venezuela, just ask for JJ. That's it.
But you got to go to the protest. He'll be a speaker there.
Everybody knows him.
Well, he'll be on the stage. I'll introduce him. He'll be easy to find. He's involved, you know, with some. You know, there's some guys that are involved in everything. You know, notice American politics. Bush is involved with it. Now Clinton's involved with it. You know, the people at the top are involved with everything. So you're wasting time until you get to people at the top.
All right. So this guy JJ, you think he's going to give you some information on the nuclear, whatever what's going on in the third world country?
Yeah, right. He'll tell you where they really are.
Okay.
Not the CIA or the government or anything. They're covering everything up.
All right. Well,
what you do is you pay him for information. That's what he does for a living.
All right. Well, I gave you all my money.
Well. I'll give it back to him.
Okay. That's all it takes.
I need more than that.
I need a little more than that?
Yeah. When I get a loan for this hospital operation, I'll get some more money.
Good. All right. Well, I guess I'll go get a report from this guy, and you recover, and I'll see you in about 3 or 4 days. Okay, I'll get everything I can.
Demonstrations coincide with news that 6 Arab states want to begin programs to master atomic technology. This is a stunning reversal, folks, of policy in the Arab world, which until recently had been pressing for a nuclear-free Middle East.
Atkins has had a heart attack.
No way. Holy shit.
Anyhow, he sent me over here, and he wants this all done on a disc. We got to try to stay off phones and internet.
Yeah.
Give it to your people on a disc. I'll try to call you in a day or two. I'm still going to be here, and I'll fill you up on everything else. But this should tell you everything you need to know.
Okay.
You're great for helping out, man.
Okay.
And Jim said thanks.
Okay, great.
He's feeling better. Looks like I think he's going to make it. All right, thanks, man. I really appreciate it. How you feeling? I got all the reports from Venezuela. Everything looks good. This guy told me you're going to be in here for another week.
No, we're breaking out of here.
What do you mean we're breaking out of here?
I got to get out of here.
I know, but the guy said you're going to be here a week, man. He says you're going to do open heart surgery.
Well, I'll have trouble finding me because I'll be in Lake Worth.
John, you use too much salt. I only use pepper.
Why's that?
Salt's not good for you. Also, you eat too fast. What you should do is you should chew your food 100 times. Chew each mouthful 100 times. That's what the Buddhist monks taught me when I was in Vietnam.
It's gonna come. It's gonna shine on you today. There are things that happen on purpose because some people...
Good boy, Jasper. Good boy. You pervert! My purse.
We're just gonna haul ass? You got an exit?
I gotta keep going.
All right, I'll tell you what, I know what to do. There's a side door. I'll park the car there. Are you serious? I know I've known you a long time. You really don't want to get operated on, right?
Right now.
In the early 1980s, Israeli forces trained and equipped the South Lebanon Army.
Okay, listen, I feel all right, but, you know,
you gonna be
it's a
all
serious operation. I may not make it. Hopefully I will, but if not, you need to meet Agent Rhett. She's an agent. I met her mother. She was an agent. I met her 25 years ago. She's a good agent. She'll take you underground. And what I have here, I have got all the information. It's on disc. It's 25 years of information.
Oh my goodness.
You take that, you've got to take out the most important parts that they need to know and boil it down to 10 minutes. And Agent Rhett will make a film of you saying this, which you'll turn into a CD and give it to all the people all around the world.
Oh.
So they'll know exactly what they're supposed to do.
All right, James, you're scaring me. I hope you're okay, buddy.
Well, we'll see. You know, it's out of our hands now.
All right, Jim, you can count on me. All right, I'll call you tomorrow as soon as I meet this Agent Red, okay? All right. Are you Red Hank?
Yes. So you're John Jackson?
Yes, good to meet you.
Good to meet you too.
Well, Jim's very sick. He said this is pretty important. Where are we going?
So Jim again, they told me that they come to take you go to see on the ground. After we were gonna take a boat ride to Peanut Island, and then we kind of drop the boat chopped off, and then we go walk to like 15 minutes, and then it'll be on the ground. You know?
Okay, so I'm not sure too much about the underground project. He hasn't told me anything, but he's real sick. He's in the hospital. He sent me. He said you're a great agent. He said you're not only a double agent. He said you're a triple agent. And I've never even heard of that. But he says he has contacts in the Orient and all over the world, and he thinks you're one of the best, so I'm looking forward to working with you.
Yeah, Jim again told me about you.
Oh, good, good. What did he say?
He told you about you is a piece of shit.
I'm not that bad.
I'm just kidding you.
Oh, great. That's all I need is another.
Yeah, very important. I tell you go to see on the ground. I show you everything in the ground, you know.
That's all I need is another comic agent. Okay, let's get this done. It's pretty important. He's pretty sick. He's really worried about this. Atkins doesn't give me the information. Doesn't give it to me all at once. I think he's afraid he's going to scare me.
Like just 2 more minutes, you can learn a lot, you know. You know, you're gonna kind of walk the coast and go to see the underground. You can learn a lot.
All he'll tell me so far is that there's a chance that this thing is more serious than it was when Khrushchev and Kennedy were doing their, had the problems 40 years ago. And then now that they've got thousands of tunnels that are all built with these underground bunkers. And this one supposedly isn't being used because when they built it for Kennedy, they didn't really do the radioactivity. And Atkins says the reason they didn't protect it from radioactivity is that they wanted to kill Kennedy, so they just made it look like a bunker that he would go into. So he's still working on a secret bunker in here. I guess that's what you're going to show me, right? I guess you're the only person that's got the key to it.
Holy crap! So hot!
I don't mean to cause a static, but my love is so strong, it's got to have it. I'm as hard as steel, for real, so feel not just a sandwich in your mouth. I'm a full course meal, I can't fly through the air, I can't even.
This goes on for miles and miles, huh?
Running to my beckoning call. I won't deceive you, I only receive you. Come into my arms, baby girl.
An operation. Something
with my hand, but you'll never find a stronger love than any man. I can't like you.
More tunnels everywhere.
But I beat all red lights just to get you your love. The supersonic lover that you only dreamed of. With a feeling so addictive that you never get enough. I give you eons of climaxing. I hope that's not too much. Your body will.
As we go to elevator under the ground, Jim is working a long year. It's working under the ground.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, this is the secret. Okay, where's the elevator? How far?
That's this only.
Cause I'm Krypton, baby. And not jam.
Down. How many floors does it go down?
27th floor.
So 27 floors under the ground.
Yeah.
Under the ocean. Boy, it's freaky going down here. How many years has he been working on this?
Many years ago.
I'm getting tired. I wonder how many miles there are. Look at this. Presidential seal. Okay, now where's this one? Still going to the secret room?
Yes.
Okay, let's go. This place is huge. I didn't realize it was going to be this big.
Yes.
Well, show me around. Let's see what's over here.
This one on a computer for his seat to tie something. He been to sit this at and be in a computer like 12 hours a day. You know, you're gonna tie it up and then show something. You know.
And then this thing goes. How far does this go over here? Wow, man, he's really got this thing set up. Man, I'll tell you what, I can't wait to have him turn this thing on and show me what's going on.
Preparations that were being made without knowing that Soviet nuclear-tipped Luna missiles were in position on the Cuban beaches, ready to fire.
It wasn't until 29 years later that we learned that at that moment the Soviets had 170 nuclear warheads on the island of Cuba, roughly 90 to be used against a U.S. invasion force and about 70 to be targeted on East Coast metropolitan areas.
Okay, so cameras are rolling.
From what he said, there's a whole network of countries around the world that are they're not tuning into saving the world. They're into doing the opposite. He says that all the information is in here on the chosen few. There's a few people that are chosen to go underground. Try to explain what's going on, and I'm not understanding exactly how the Israel connection has anything to do with the Palestinians and the Indians, and why China, how China's getting involved. What happens is, from what Atkins says, there's too many bloody countries now that have nuclear weapons, and that the ones that don't have nuclear weapons, for instance, Venezuela doesn't have them, and this Iran doesn't have them. He's trying to say that he has them, and these people are getting the nuclear weapons from Russia and China, and now Japan's getting involved. They're trying to stay out of it. I do understand that he wants to finish this nuclear fallout, and he believes that he can communicate with the world through cell phones, through the internet, through telephones, through TV, and through media. Evidently he thinks through these computers he can network through the whole world and get the people to stand up and stop these governments from starting a nuclear war.
I can say it, everything you do, you can make a 10-minute. And he said everything is a shot for 10 minutes. And you keep going for 10 minutes, and then we can make a this. And then I keep show to again, what you do is 10 minutes. That's good for show everybody.
It's what you call drag racing, huh?
Let's go inside.
Yeah.
That's where the clue is, I'll guarantee you.
feet are killing me.
You ready? You go first. All right.
Boy, it's crazy in here.
Oh, wow. This is a whole other world itself.
Let's get over here and see what we can see outside here.
What was he doing?
Yeah, who is
I'll
that?
bet you can spy on people from here. That must have been what it is.
Yeah, maybe.
Let's do it. Maybe we can get some clues, huh?
Yeah, this is good.
Go for it. I'm after you. You want me to go ahead.
Oh, boy. What a great place.
How's your high heels there?
Yeah, I hope I don't cut this.
Man, look at it. You can see everybody from up here.
Who is that? Gorilla's
Gorilla.
here?
That's him.
He's probably running things.
I wonder who he's with. That's the guy that came in earlier.
Yeah. You know, that guy could be from Israel.
You think so?
I think I know him, yeah. We'll check his picture when we get
Who's
back.
this guy over here now?
Oh, that's, I know him. He's been around here for a long time. That's Gaddafi's man in Palm Beach. There's so much activity and money here that Gaddafi has a man here in Palm Beach.
You gotta be kidding me.
Yeah, he brings a lot of money in.
Yeah, Jim, look. Who are these two old guys with that young lady? Doesn't that look suspicious?
Yeah, but I don't know who they are. What, you got any ideas? I don't know them. I've never seen them. I think they're from out of town. Yeah, close that up so nobody will know we've been here. Yeah.
Okay, let's go.
All right, which one?
This way. This way.
There's no way.
The underground bunkers and all the work you're doing over there. I think you have a good plan going, James.
All right, well, let's get it moving.
Okay, well, we got you out of the hospital. That's the main key. Oh no, he's got me up to date. We've got a lot of homework to do. If you've known Atkins as long as I do, he put it all on one hard drive, and he's got it hooked into a robot. This is the real Atkins diet here. Yeah, this is the real Atkins diet. He's got it all where you plug it into this. You haven't seen this yet. You wait till you see this. It's got all plugged. You plug it into this robot, and it's activated by my voice of all things. Yeah, and there's one way to hook it into a computer, but if somebody tries to touch this, if somebody tries to reprogram it, this friggin' disk self-destructs. I don't know. I've got to hook you up. Yeah, it's cool, but it's freaky because I'm too involved in it, and I just found out about this. I've been retired for 20 years.
How you doing?
He made it. He lived.
Yeah.
It's good to see he's doing pretty good, huh? For a heart attack, not bad. Anyhow, it's just got to be the three of us today. He's going to try to explain. Now, you don't know the whole story about the Road to Bonkerville. Okay, well, it's all here. Evidently, he has worked on this for I guess almost 30 or 40 years, but nobody knows about this in the government but him. He took it when he designed this, all the roads to Bonkerville. I'll try to explain it. I know you're from another country. Right now, what we're going to do is try to watch. He's going to show us some tapes on some CDs on what's going on around the world. Why don't you go ahead and get that going? Okay. Man. James, how much time do you think we have? This is ridiculous. It's freaky.
Okay.
Okay, well, you know, it's self-explanatory. It looks like there's a good chance that they're gonna, if they hit Israel and China or Pakistan or any of these guys get involved, we've pissed off Korea now. We obviously got. I just came back from Venezuela. Those guys are crazy. And then you got the guy in Iran. Atkins believes the only way we can stop this is for us to get in the bunkers before the government does. And evidently there's a bunch of roads to Bonkerville. Bonkerville is the big one in Washington. The main thing is that you're going to get into Korea and China, and you're going to set up, you know, you're going to set up the same thing we're doing here with a militia that's going to get in front of the underground, and we've got to get these people to get there 12 hours before the government. So code, so far, from what you're telling me, the chosen few code, when it hits, it's going to go worldwide. All the governments are in on this. They all know that they're going to end up eating it if this thing hits.
So, what do you got me here for?
Well, you're dangerous, Jackson. You're messing things up. I told you not to run after the girl with the dog. You almost got me killed.
Listen, somebody has to do something on this case. It's a hot case. I want to try to break it.
Yeah, but they have to do the right thing. I retire in a year and a half. I got a year and a half till I get my pension.
At least I did something.
I can't draw a pension at the Sunrise Cemetery.
Yeah, but I'm just starting, and I need to get somewhere.
Well,
I need to bust this I need to crack this case.
Well, I think I better bust it my way. Your way's not working.
Well, then what do you need me for?
Well, maybe I don't. I don't need you.
Then what do you want me to do? Go back to D.C.?
Go ahead. That's what you should do.
Maybe I just will.
See ya. I'll give you a ride to the airport.
I don't need a ride. There's one thing I do. At least I can walk.
Okay, so you want me to go to each one of these people. Now, how many you got? Everybody's on this list now?
Right.
Okay, so I can see 25 people. You think we can raise 50 million?
Yeah, easy.
Okay, now.
Just go see those people.
Okay, what time do I got to be at this helicopter?
Antenna Airport.
Okay, he's going to...
Helicopter at Antenna Airport. Go see those people.
Okay.
You got to cut your hair. Shave your beard.
No.
And look like a person.
But you've been telling
serious person.
You've been telling me 20 years ago, you told me the exact opposite.
It'll be fun. James T., you ready?
Yeah, so you dress for your class at Harvard. They spot you as a man from Washington from about 300 feet.
Oh, come on now.
Yeah, I brought you some clothes. There's some of my son's dungarees, pants. I don't know what kind of pants they are. And some shoes. What size shoes do you wear?
10, 10 and a half?
Yeah, well, you can curl up your toes a little bit and wear those. You're going to be in the water with the fish. You got to dress like a fish. You got to look like a fish. You even got to smell like a fish. So we'll go change our clothes. Give me this. Go change our clothes. I'll get us some special shirts you're going to love, and we'll go see what happens.
I'll go for it.
Well, now you want them to think of you as a person who's making the decisions. So you're not undercover.
All right, I'm off, man. I can do this. You got the computer guy and nothing to do but to do it.
Right.
All right, here. Salute.
Atkins.
I don't know if you're interested in this or not, but last week I became a Zen Buddhist. And so my spiritual advisor, my Zen master, he says, Jim, you got to clean up your act, quit telling those jokes about women's breasts.
I don't mean to cause a static, but my loving is so strong, your ladies just got to have it. Come as hard as steel, for real, for real.
Oh. Hi, Mike. Thanks for taking the time.
Yeah, welcome.
Atkins, he's told you what's going on, right? A little
Yeah,
bit.
he briefed me.
Okay, well, hang on a second. This is going to tell you the rest. He doesn't really want to talk much on the phones anymore. And here's the thing. Let me see if I can get the list. Here it is. Okay, this is the list in America. That's all over the country. The problem is, this is the list that are going to go into the underground.
Okay, I'm looking at the M's. Where's Moranowitz?
You're not on it. Okay? So you've seen, you know what WAU, what about us? That's our group that's going to try to stop it. We're going to be connected to several different people that have money. Everything's set up around the world. We have a bunker and we're taking over the satellites. Now once we have the satellites, we're going to get people to march to the streets. And the idea is when they go to their bunkers, we have 24-hour notice. Okay? That's where the chosen few or no road to Bonkerville. When you hear those words, and you know your family's going to be taken with us in one of our bunkers, you're protected for helping us out. So all I can say is Atkins said that this has all been taken care of on the money side. I think with your help, and you have a list of friends for me somewhere? Now, as far as the money goes, half of Jim said that most of these people are wiring monies, but he said you're going to write a check.
Yeah, it's my understanding you want $50 million, correct?
Yes.
From various people.
Pretty
You're going
fast.
about this at $1 million at a time. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do with $1 million? Here. Here's $10 million.
Oh, you're kidding me.
Who do I write the check out to?
WAU.
Hey, what's $1 billion when you're dead? And there's no world to spend it on.
I'll tell you what, Atkins, I didn't believe it, but he said that people would understand. I'm going to give you the end of this. Unbelievable. I'll tell Jim, well, it goes without saying how much you're helping us out. He's got me running around the country, and I really, to be honest with you, I didn't, I didn't believe that it would be this easy to get money to help this cause, but I guess it is the only cause for money.
Hey, Jackson.
Yeah.
You okay with money, personally?
No, they don't give me much pocket money.
Here's $50,000 for gas. Good luck.
Thank you, sir. Thanks, buddy.
Okay.
I told you I was in the hospital, so doctor comes in, he says, Jim, I just looked at your blood test, and I've got some good news. You've got comedy in your blood. And I said, well, I wish I had some comedy in my act. These doctors are always testing you. You know, they take their fingers like this and stick them right in here and tell you to cough. You ever have them do that to you, anybody? Nobody? You don't go to gay doctors? So anyway, he says, cough. And he says, cough. And he says, how long you had that cough?
static. I don't mean the cause of static, but my loving is so strong, your ladies just got to have it. I'm as hard as steel, for real, so feel not just a sandwich in your mouth. I'm a full course meal. I can't fly through the air, I can't even walk through walls, but I have your ladies running till my beckoning call.
Hey.
Hey, how you doing?
Oh man, did you send me on a journey?
Yeah, how'd it do?
Well,
how'd it go?
God, I'm telling you, you got a lot of friends out there, man. I tell you what, these people do not want to mess around. Well, there's a little extra cash for you.
Yeah, that's all covered. You got some checks.
A bunch of checks, and you're
But
right.
you got some wire transfers.
Yeah, about 70% of them transferred the wire.
That'll be good.
And so these are all the wire transfers.
Okay.
You said 50 million, and
so there it is. We got enough to pull it off. So how's your hair look?
I don't know. Everybody seems to like it.
All right, what does it look like?
Well, I'll tell you what. Here's the deal. You know what happened, don't you?
What?
I told you I'd help you save the world, but
yeah.
I told you I wasn't going to cut my hair. I didn't really cut it.
Oh no!
Nobody
You're a bigger con man than all these people I'm trying to con.
Nobody even knew the difference, Joe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think so.
That's all right. Well, it was a good wig.
Yeah, well.
In fact, I'm the guy that should be wearing a wig.
Right. Why don't you put it on? Now, I don't think anybody knew the difference, man. Everybody's really paying attention to what's going on.
I like that.
We were able to see some of these explosive devices that have been captured. We learned from the explosive expert that they can only, one element of them can only be manufactured in Iran. And we also saw the military provide many examples of these.
Like a Krypton dynamite.
Got another assignment for you. You need to go meet Dr. D. He's got some information for you.
Is it double agent?
Another agent, but he's a doctor. He's actually an MD.
He's a real doctor and a
real doctor.
Jesus,
yeah.
man, where do you get these people?
Well, they have to look like they're not a spy, so they have to have a legitimate job. The information's cut, so each person has part of it. So then it's our job to put it all together. We set it up that way so nobody else can get it but us.
That's smart. Nobody knows everything.
Yeah. All right, here's the information, the basic information. We'll fill you in on the rest of it.
Everything I need to know is on here.
CDs, right?
Jesus, man, who is this guy?
All right. So anyway, when you meet Dr. D, well, you'll meet him at the airport, and you guys will be there. He'll be there with a patient he's taking to get an operation overseas in Thailand.
What's
and so
this
you'll
for?
join him. That's a doctor's hat.
Oh man! Oh, so I appreciate you. So I don't have
you'll join him and the patient. You'll look like you're a doctor.
Just give me the word, I'm ready to go. Everything's in place. Looks good. Yeah, I just got one more disc to give you to pass out, pass it around. I'll let you know if anything changes. Whatever you get it, I'm ready. No problem.
Good job.
Okay, you guys, this is my house. Beautiful. My house is your house. So in this place you can speak whatever you want, okay?
So bugs.
Take this.
Is this what you were telling me about?
Oh yeah, this is from my kids' room. You know?
They actually debugged this kid's room.
Yeah. So check it out, this.
But you sure you got a debug today?
Yeah.
These 2 rooms are okay?
Yes, it's very good. It's okay. So I'm gonna be around, so you can talk whatever you want here.
Hold this here. Let me just make sure now. Okay, now you speak.
I speak 5 different languages. English not so well.
Yeah, you do very good. 5 languages, unbelievable. Atkins, he's got a lot of faith in you because he said that you are probably in more danger, I don't want to scare you, than anyone else, mainly because you're going to between 3 and 6 different countries. Now, he's got 3 countries here now that are, we have the prints for 3 of the underground bunkers. And we're going to show you in a minute. Invitation for Atkins knows about, you know, maybe 8,000 or 2, and evidently he's been out of the agency for so long that they have now built thousands, maybe tens of thousands. Johnny's going to show them to us.
Yeah, I'm going to show you in the computer.
Okay. Now, most of your work is done because the bunkers were built in World War II. Now, the electricity, they're upgrading them. The main thing we're concerned about is the communications, that our communications are. Right now, there's buildings next to each one of these bunkers that are getting filled with our communications that are going to be, and they're trying to get these wires directly down without getting spotted. You're going to have to do very little preparation other than bringing in, they're actually probably bringing in the food now from what Atkins can tell me. Okay. Most of the food and supplies are going to be there. In America, we have to supply ours because they're not using the bunker. Okay. Now, so you speak 5, and we also got, what's the 3rd print here?
Spain.
Spain. Yeah, okay. Well, see, you can read it, you can understand it. Yeah. So then I've got, now what we've got is 2 countries and maybe even 3 more that we want to give you, but he wants you to Atkins wants you to get started on these, make sure everything's lined up with your militia, your people. I may have to fly out and meet you, or an agent will meet you. You're only going to see probably 1 person at a time. And this isn't about countries anymore, this is about the world, man. I really, I commend you for what you're doing. I know you got a family and children, and well, that's why we're doing it, for your family.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
You too. Is there like a place where we can talk, nobody can hear?
Yes, follow me.
Alright, well, okay, everything that you need to know is on here, okay? You say there's about 1,800 scientists that can be employed. Now, what we need to know is once we get you underground, how much time do you think you need to actually disable each device?
I think between 5 to 7 hours.
5 to 7 hours, yeah. Great, because don't tell anybody else, but we're giving you 12.
Oh, great.
But don't tell your people, you know, because then they'll take their time and take coffee breaks.
You know, yeah, I believe in what you're doing, but great. We just are in the wrong side of the nuclear science.
Yeah, you know that it's amazing because you guys put your whole life into it, and it's what they're doing with your knowledge. Well, anyhow, you know what I think you're going to have? Job. Yeah, but you're going to have a wonderful job. You're going to be able to do the same thing for the good of the world.
Yeah.
And you're telling me, and all the scientists feel the same way, huh?
Yeah, yeah.
That's wonderful.
You know, we would love to be on the correct side of the nuclear science.
Great.
Disarming weapon of mass destruction. That's our dream job.
Wow. Oh, man, bless you. Great. Okay.
By the way, you know, I just have to change a few wires.
Oh yeah, that's it, huh?
Yeah. I just have to put this here, and that's all. We will change the world.
You gotta be kidding me.
It's real.
You just disarmed it, huh?
It's on.
If you knew, if you only knew
what Atkins has said about how intelligent you are and how many PhDs you have? 6 PhDs, and you speak 7 languages or something? You're an amazing person.
Just 5. Just
5 languages? Yeah, right. 5 plus about 7 on the side. Thank you very much, sir.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Thank you to you.
Well, I really got to thank you, man. It's a fish. Yeah. What is this? Who are these? Yeah?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
I'm doing for all of them.
Around the world.
Around the world.
It's for the children.
For the children.
Thanks. Children, for the children.
No, I'll have to bring some more crew in here and do it quicker, because we don't have weeks or months.
Well,
the way this government's going now.
Well, that's up to Atkins. I don't have the control over that.
No, we have our president is like
fast as you can do it.
They saw what was happening, and there was some gunfire. There were some cars lit on fire at the end of the alley to try and block our path.
The X-rays will go right through the screw holes. Just like you do in an X-ray room in a hospital.
Yeah, you know, it's hard to believe. He was telling me the reason they didn't do the bunker, the reason it looks like we're going to be able to use this thing underground is that they never made it radioactive proof, because the war ended. The missile crisis with Kennedy ended. Evidently, what Atkins says, it ended so quick they didn't get a chance to radioactivity proof the bloody place. A, and B, he says that they left it like that, so the Republicans left it like that, so Kennedy would die under here.
That's right.
He would have. That's hard to believe, though. I don't know what to believe anymore, but it might be true.
Communist China's newly demonstrated ability to launch a satellite-killing missile has led to calls for tougher limits on the so-called dual-use technology that American companies have been selling to the Chinese for years. China has in fact swiftly modernized its military with American know-how and technology. And while the Commerce Department wants to strengthen those export controls now, American business is still resisting. And American allies will sell China high technology the U.S. won't.
Yeah, you saw where they shot down the Chinese shot down. They said
that's the beginning.
Yeah, they said it was a weather satellite. That means they're practicing they can shoot down.
So they can shoot down all that stuff.
Yeah.
Well, Atkins has told me a lot about you, man.
I heard a lot about you as well.
Well, what he told you about me is probably not true. If it's good, it's true. The bottom line is that, so you were the head satellite person on Earth, is what Atkins says. He's told me a lot about you. It's amazing.
I didn't tell you a lie.
Amazing. And he said that everything we need to completely take over all the communications on Earth, run them through our system, is
right here.
This is it.
Everything you need to know.
Anyhow, so he's got me doing this. All right, well, that's my job, is to give that to you when I'm supposed to give you this. This has got there's the disc that has the WAU, what about us, you're gonna learn, everything's on there. The WAU, we don't say what about us, it's called, the code is WAU, that means we're going into action. You got 24 hours after you hear code red, and then there's no Road to Bonkerville. What we're waiting for now is to find out when the bunker's all locked on Earth. Evidently there's some connection that nobody in the government so far, they've got this so secret, there's only a few people, top people, in each government on Earth that know. You know, we get you and 2 other people that may get the package and hopefully get it to us in time to make the switch, get the satellites, and do what we're going to watch. You know, watch the magic, see if we can do this.
Some new information here for you.
Everybody's silent on this test. The missile destroyed a weather satellite. And what's your opinion on that?
It was a front. They really didn't. They accidentally did not destroy this. They did this on purpose as a test.
And do you think they're going to try to get one of the real communication satellites?
At some point in the near future, yes. So they'll be going after other satellites.
Now that they pulled this thing off.
Correct.
So you're the key. You're the most important part of this whole thing. Is we don't have communications around the world, and the whole Road to Bonkerville, the whole what about us falls apart.
Correct.
All right, let me get out of here. Thanks, man.
Started with your life.
Okay, well, I'm out of here, man. Good luck.
Good luck to you, sir.
I hope to see you twice at least. Once before this is over and once after.
Absolutely.
Thank you, sir.
Hey, Jeff.
Dr. Phillips.
How are you?
Good. Good to meet you.
How are you feeling?
Good.
You have issues with needles?
Yeah.
How come?
Because doctors stick them with me.
Oh,
yeah.
Just a shot, okay?
Just a shot.
Let me see. What can I do here?
Anyhow, Agent Atkins said hello. Where is it?
Take a deep breath.
Piece of cake.
Yeah.
Atkins said everything's on there, and then within a week or two we'll get back with you. So you pretty connected up here.
Actually, yes. I am.
Everything's moving forward rapidly. He's got me running around. Well, no,
you have to be like that 5 minutes.
5 minutes?
Yes.
Okay. I think he's afraid I'm gonna die before we save the world. He wants to make sure I'm healthy. That's why I can't figure out. Why he told me you've known Atkins off and on for years, but I don't understand why we couldn't meet like in a park or something, man. He said, hey, the guy's a real doctor. You gotta go in and get your, I think he wants to check my blood.
Yeah, that's why. That's the reason, right?
Well, what he's doing is very, very secret, very undercover. And he says you are well connected, and he trusts you with his life. So anything you need and I need, we're a team.
Oh yeah, so right now we got more people that go down.
Leader is he fuels the West's problem. Aries with the anti-Israel talk. These two here, this guy and this is the one that's going to really start the problems. You got the more protesters are killed by the Sunni and Shiite clash in Beirut. I'm sorry, sweetheart, I'm English and I don't know half these words are from another country. Then you got more forces and militants are doing raids in Iraq. Pro-Hezbollah, Hezbollah, whatever. Protesters are all in Beirut. There's thousands. What do you think? Maybe
more than a million.
You think a million, maybe? Their goal is to get Lebanon and U.S. governments to resign. Their goal, to get Lebanon's pro-U.S. government to resign. Here's all the Arab nations are planning nuclear energy programs. Okay, obviously they got rid of Rome, so really that one. The troops, December, the toll of the worst in U.S. history so far. Here's Allah Maliki makes some kind of an offer. Iraq leader Hussein, I don't know, Palestinian president calls for a new election. Looks like this thing's coming down, and that's the. And then over here, and the other, over here, it talks about, you know, China. Here it's talking about China and Korea and Japan trying to get Americans together.
This son of a bitch doesn't know what he's talking about. He said 5 to 6 months. That's right. It's going to be done in 5 weeks, at least from Cincinnati to D.C. Now I'm going to try to get the whole project. Can you hold on a second? Listen, you hold on, son of a bitch. You just stay right there. Okay. This money better be ready for me by 10 o'clock in the morning. I'll talk to you later. Listen, you son of a bitch. I just talked to the CPCA fucking engineer. You saw that son of a bitch, you better have that thing done in 5 weeks. Now I want to see people in my city. I want to see them in my city by the end of this week. That's right, you son of a bitch. Who's running this show anyhow?
Yeah, it looks like he's got, man, he's got a bunch of workers, a bunch of new workers. That Atkins, I'll tell you what, he's not telling us something. This thing's going quicker than, there was only a few workers there the other day. Yeah, I can see he's got at least 12, 15 people going down. This thing's moving quicker than he's telling us. I had a feeling because he only had 2 or 3 people last time I was down there. Yeah, he told me he's got the engineers going in to do the, finish the tunnel under the ground with the electricity, and I think they have all the air ducts going in this week. He says all the information is in here on the chosen few. There's a few people that are chosen to go underground, okay, into these bunkers, and then these people will not be affected by any kind of a direct hit of a nuclear weapon. Worse yet is that the people above, which are us, 1 billion people, are going to be, from what Atkins says, we're going to end up with a cloud of nuclear dust that's going to give us nuclear cancer, and we're going to have a slow, hard death. He says the chances are that we are going to live for 2 or 3 years or 4 years, but it's going to be cancerous and ugly, and our children, and these people are going to be underground, cleaned, running it long enough so that the nuclear waste is gone, and they're going to come up and be cancer-free. They don't even need money underground because they're going to start they've already got it set up with these tunnels that there's going to be one new world order. If we can put together a militia in these major countries to stop the people from going underground, leave them up there with their bombs, then maybe with this international with the satellites, this international connection through all the cell phones and the media and the TV, that we can actually talk them into an unconditional surrender where these 8 nuclear countries actually disarm their nuclear. We don't even come out of ground. He says we're not coming back up from here until they disarm every one of the nuclear weapons in these countries.
Now, whether that's possible or not, I don't know, because we do have some extremists and you have some people, but they don't have the weapons that are big enough. It's the big 8 that he wants to do. Let's get the big 8 to get to disarm and surrender the weapons, the nuclear weapons. And he says the small guys aren't enough to destroy or give cancer, you know, a cancerous cloud around the world. It's going to be the big weapons, the big missiles. But he says all the information is right here. This is the key to the chosen few.
They did not always sing after one torpedo hit to ventilate the hull.
So it's because we have not dealt with Iran as a free world led by the United States or North Korea.
Move! Move!
The pressure coast down to the sea
Hello? Oh, hey Atkins. I'm trying to screw with your robot. I can't seem to get it to, it's not responding. Is there a button or something you gotta turn this thing on? No, there's no button there, and then the disc is all in. You know?
Self-diagnostic initiated. I am Wowie Robotics model RSD2.
Hey, okay, yeah, you're right, there is a... Okay, yeah, looks like there's a button here.
Someone there?
It's John Jackson's voice out of me.
Understood.
Okay, John. Hey there. Looking for the looking for the information from Atkins. Jim! Yeah, this thing's not got any information on the tunnel.
What was that? Someone there?
Jim, let me call you back. I thought you said this thing was already programmed. Okay, let me go. This thing's getting out of control over here. You're gonna have to come and help me with it. It won't work with your voice? I thought you said it was, your voice was still on it. You're gonna be kidding me. This thing,
Acknowledge. I think I have a bad...
Do you know why you're here?
Yes.
You have this road to Bonkerville 95% finished. I've been advised now that you've hit a rock somewhere in between Cincinnati and Washington, D.C. Sir, I live in Cincinnati, and I'm one of the most powerful people on this earth. Now, you're being paid $500,000. Okay, let's start getting into money. I got two things. You've ran out of budget, and your road has stopped. You need to finish the road to Cincinnati first, before you finish anything else. Now, they told me it's going to be 8 or 10 weeks. Can you finish this road in 5 weeks, yes or no?
Yes.
So, I'm sorry, hold on, sir. How much more money do you need?
$5 million.
And you do this in 5 weeks?
Yes.
Now, I want you to know something. I just talked to the President, the Vice President, the Secretary of State, the Army, the Navy, the Secret Service, the Special Service. Everybody's up my ass because this is my responsibility, which means now it's your responsibility. Okay, now do you know what the chosen few is? You know what the list is, the chosen few, sir?
Yes.
Okay, now you're still on this list, and your family's still on it. If that road from Cincinnati to Washington, D.C. doesn't get built in 5 weeks, your name's not going to be on the list. Do you understand what I'm saying, sir?
Yes.
$5 million. Okay. Tomorrow, 7 o'clock. Okay. Now, I'm sorry, I don't mean to yell at you, sir. Now, am I hurting your hand? Okay, that's not going to hurt anything like what it's going to hurt if you don't get this road done in 5 weeks. Now, you worry about Cincinnati to Washington, D.C. first, okay, sir? Okay.
There's a list. There's going to be a fireworks display of nuclear weapons, and all you got to do is look at the newscasts and read the newspaper. Everybody knows that this world is spiraling into a destructive nightmare. Atkins believes that there's a chance that the governments will come to their senses and not shoot the bombs. There'll just be a peace on Earth. And, you know, I think Atkins sometimes is crazy, but sometimes he makes sense. This really makes sense if we can get the communications, connections worldwide and get the people, billions of people to stop these chosen few from going underground. Then there's a good chance that they will stop. They will all call each other and stop the nuclear escalation. And then to have an unconditional surrender and to undo every nuclear weapon on Earth. I don't know, sounds like fantasy, but I'll tell you what. Jim Atkins is a genius and I believe he can do it. And I'm with him, and I'm with you. Brett, I really appreciate you because he's in the hospital. I hope he's okay. I hope he lives long enough to help us. But he looks like he's putting this program in your hands and my hands now. He has a whole network of other people he's going to be pulling in to help us. And I guess we'll just know day to day. He won't share everything with me, but he's shared this much. And you're going to have to share it with your countries, and I've already been to some of the Latin countries, and I guess the next stop is to get over to some of the countries where the where the real trouble is in the Mideast. Hey, Chips.
I think I have a bad motivator. Where was that? Someone there?
All right, let me.
Acknowledged.
I have the information in the robot. So.
You think we can dump in the computer? Which? You're just gonna show me how to do it, and I can take it home.
Yeah, do that. All
right. So it goes in here. Now, when the thing is, it seems to.
Self-diagnostic initiated.
Self-diagnostic.
I am Wowie Robotics Model RSV2.
Did you plan?
What was that? Someone there? Acknowledged.
You did this to play with me, or is it?
Yeah, just make it more interesting.
Understood.
Dealing with data is very boring sometimes, so.
Understood.
Get some humor into it. Get some humor into it. Sometimes it's.
It's quiet. Too quiet.
It won't be quiet for long. You don't shut up.
Okay, this is gonna be a lot of information for me. It's downloading. How long will it take? A couple hours?
Take a couple hours.
Yeah, it's moving too quick. Okay, good. Keep downloading. Appreciate you doing this. The robot's driving me crazy. He might be a good friend to have around for you, though. I see what.
Yeah, that'd be a crazy. That'd get on anybody's nerves.
Okay, pretty good. This is the last, hopefully the last CD.
It's over soon, the last one.
Yeah, well, everything seems to be okay. Satellites.
No, man, what's happening?
Well, I'm freaking out.
Let me measure your blood pressure, man. Hey, hold on, hold it right there, okay?
No, I can't.
Hey, hold it right there, man.
I know you're really putting your whole butt on the line here now. Atkins, he knows what you're doing and doesn't want to discuss it much. But if you can get this tape to the whole network, and he says thank you, and I do too, because everybody knows you're risking your whole profession on helping us out here.
Hold on, I'm recovering the first day, and you're giving me the second one.
I know. Atkins thought this thing would be months, and then now it looks like it could be weeks.
Do you have chest pain?
You know, a little. There's no sense in lying to my doctor. Yeah, I've been having a little bit of chest pain.
Does it look like?
Atkins. I don't want to be like him. We had to.
Here, your heartbeat, okay? Hold on. John, you're gonna get a heart attack, okay?
I can't.
Yeah.
Well, if you keep my blood
heart
pressure.
rate. No, your heart rate is like about 120. You wanna hear normal? Go ahead. Go ahead. That is normal.
Holy shit, Doc. It's not good.
It's not good at all. You're gonna get a heart attack soon, okay?
I can't.
You gotta take your treatment.
Okay.
Let me show you something. There's no comparison, okay? There's no comparison what's gonna happen to us. Okay? That's not even close to what's gonna happen to us.
If we don't pull this off, I guess, you know, I gotta stay in there. I gotta hang, you know, Atkins has a heart attack. If I have a heart attack, we're all screwed. But if something does happen to me, Doc, it's you, the scientists, there's about 8, 10 people. You know, Code Few, WAU, you know what to do, and everything's on that tape now.
Yeah.
This gets everybody that needs to go underground where they gotta go, everything's there.
Okay, I will.
Thanks, Doc, appreciate it. I hope I can get this pressure down.
Yeah.
Listen, this is all over. I'm gonna come in, I'm gonna be your best patient.
Yeah, but there's a drugstore next door, okay? So get the pills right away, okay?
Alright, when I get...
Start the treatment today. Jim Atkins gets this right away. Yeah, it's urgent he gets it. It says 1010 on it.
I've heard. They haven't told you anymore, huh? Okay, I'll get it to Atkins. Nice bar. What time you open? I should come by for a beer.
At 11 o'clock. Come on back.
This is how you get your mind off the real world, huh?
This is my oasis.
It's cool, man. All right, I'm going to see Atkins. Thanks, man. Kevin, come by and have a beer sometime.
Absolutely.
Thanks, sir.
There's some sort of message here, I'm not quite sure what it is. 10-10. 10-10. What does 10-10?
Into my arms, baby girl, I let me relieve you. I'm not bulletproof. Can't be sealed with my hands, but you'll never find a stronger love in any man. I can't fly through the air, way up above, but I beat all red lights just to get to your love. The supersonic lover that you only dreamed of, with a feeling so addictive that you'll never get enough. I give you eons of climaxes.
Jim, I'm sorry, I disconnected.
Okay, Johnny, code red.
You're kidding me. Man, the timing's not good.
The road to Bonkerville. Let's go, boy, let's go.
Oh, I got a lot of shit to do. No pun intended.
The chosen few. 12 hours. WAU.
Okay, so it's the chosen few. Okay, I'm gonna start making calls. I know I've got JJ's waiting. We've got the Korean connection. I got Chuck. I got Basil. I got about a dozen calls. I can't believe it. They're really. I'm watching the news, but they.
Let's go, boy. Let's go. Let's go.
Oh shit! Johnny!
Holy shit! They have to take the whole thing! Let's go!
There's a charger for the new disc. It's going to take a long time.
Okay, everything's pretty well charged up for now. I think we got the generator, should last us for a while. Now you said these things here, you're going to have to help me hook these up. Now this is...
Okay, this is your eyeball camera.
Okay, now that's the one that'll go across the internet?
Oh yeah.
All over the world. Unbelievable.
Yeah, that's a very, very sensitive camera.
Up here. Okay, this is all pretty basic, right?
Yeah.
Color coded.
Okay, give me the end of this one here.
Cause that's the man that I am, because I'm Krypton, baby, and not jam. Cause I'm Krypton, baby, and not jam.
Sorry, bunker full! See you tomorrow. What the hell's going on here? Hello? You okay, son? We're getting... What are you talking about? There is no road to Bonkerville! That door's locked! There's somebody in here! You get Secretary of State on the phone right now! Yes, I'm at the right address at the right time! You don't understand, there is no road to Bonkerville!
Okay, this is coming up. Good, good. Okay, there's the bunkers. That's good, good. Now this, well, we can use some of this, but the thing is, we've got to know how much electricity, and we'll keep this till we start running into electricity, and we'll use the wireless. Turn it on. Now this is okay. This is all ready to go. Okay, here's all the bunkers. You've got everything set, Atkins. Okay, let me put these in. Okay, now we should be able to okay, this is when be able to broadcast. This is going to broadcast us, and this is going to email to everybody when we're ready to go.
All right.
Okay, well, let's start. Let's turn everything on, get everything charged, and get ready to go.
Okay.
Okay, let me try this. Hello, hello, hello. There he is. Dr. D. Agent D, how you doing? Okay, okay, I'm just testing, I'm testing. Okay, I'll get right back with you. Let me see if I can get to Chuck. Hang on. Chuck! All right, you're looking good, you're looking good. I got you on the camera, okay. Everything's good. Yep, 12 hours. The chosen few, WAU, everything's set. Okay, I gotta try to get Basil. If you talk to Basil before I do, tell him we have very little time on these wireless communications, okay? Try to get Basil. Let me try it. Basil, hey. Okay, we're ready to go. You got it? WAU, you've got it all. Start communicating, okay? We've got 12 hours and counting. JJ, hey. I know, I can't believe it works either. Sorry. Okay, you got it? Okay, you're looking good, you're looking good. All right, you got everybody in action? WAU, chosen few, this is the real thing. This is the real thing. Okay, code red, let's go, let's go. Thanks, buddy. Okay. Okay, looks like everybody's going now. We got two more.
Okay.
Chuck's gonna call, he's gonna start calling his people. I think everything's in action, okay? And now you're gonna have to go, okay, now we're gonna have to try the email on this one, right? You can send this disc off to Michelle. And I think that gets everything started. Okay, good. Turn it off for a minute, take a break.
Okay, JJ. All right, Johnny's taking a break. Everything's moving forward. Just go right ahead with everything. Get everything moving. All right, this is a worldwide protest. That's the only thing that'll work. Take to the streets. Get your people to the streets. Have them chanting. Stop the war. Save the children. Save the earth. This is an international protest. We'll be protesting in every country in the world. We'll keep you updated every 15 minutes. Get the people to chant. No nuclear war. No nuclear war.
Okay, how's it going, John?
Okay, everything's fine. Okay, it's your turn now. You're going to be broadcasting to all the English-speaking countries. Here's a list of the presidents and the countries.
Okay.
Contact all of them. You know our message. Okay. A message is good when it's repeated over and over again.
All right, you got it.
Okay? Okay. You take over. I'm going to take a break.
Take a nap, man. I appreciate it. Take a shower, relax. Appreciate you giving me a break, man.
Compañeros, nos andan diciendo.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Satellites are on. You are broadcasting.
Okay, this is to the President. As you know from our other broadcasts, we've been down here for 14 hours. No president or any leader of any country has been able to enter a bunker on Earth. The bunkers are all taken over by the militia. The militia are friendly people from planet Earth. Our message to the presidents and the leaders of these countries that I'm going to read you is simple. The idea is we are going to stop with people power the proliferation of nuclear arms on Earth. We have hundreds of millions of people all over Earth that are hitting the streets. You obviously know by now that you are not allowed to enter your underground bunkers. Our people are in the underground bunkers all over Earth. The people that started this war are staying up with the weapons. Now, if you continue this proliferation of nuclear holocaust, then you will die with your family and friends. And within 5 hours, you have a choice. You either blow this Earth up or you do an unconditional surrender. You walk outside, you will be protected. You will have limousines, airplanes, helicopters, and tomahawks picking you up. You will be taken with your family and friends to an undisclosed location. At that point, you will be safe. There will be no violence. I repeat, no violence. This is just a disarmament of the nuclear weapons on this Earth.
Hold on, I'm just telling. In
Four of the nuclear presidents have surrendered. It's a peaceful worldwide demonstration, never been heard of in history. Everybody keep positive. We can do this. We have 2 more nations that look like they're going to go ahead and move forward. That'll be 6 with 2 left. Even with those 2, I think they understand that they will only be destroying their own countries now. Okay? I am happy to say that the United States is one of the 4 countries that have surrendered all the nuclear weapons. The biggest country. Now we just need the rest to follow along. Okay? We're down to 4 negotiations, 2 look good, 2 holdouts. I'll keep you reported. Stay tuned, keep marching, keep positive. No violence.
No, let's not do it.
Okay, we're back with good news. It's over. It's over. The 8 nuclear countries have surrendered their nuclear weapons. No one was hurt. The people are safe, the families are safe, the Earth is safe. Let's celebrate. We need a billion people party. Let's go. Everybody hit the streets. Thank you. God bless. God bless. Let's go. Hit the streets. Enjoy your lives.